A plume is an area of contamination within a body of groundwater, and that's...
So it's not airborne, is it?
No, it's in the groundwater. We refer to a plume as in groundwater. So it may be, as it is here, in groundwater that is not terribly far below the surface. But that plume may exist hundreds of feet down. And it's where you can find that the area of contamination extends, and then there's an area that it has not reached. So that would be, you know, the plume and the plume boundary. There's another guy back here.
It has a thickness to it.
They often can be described as having a thickness, so it's a volume of water. It's not just a thin layer in all cases. Now, it always depends on what's the groundwater like down there. And we know some of that, we don't know others. There are places where there's a real hard, firm, clear bottom of that, where there's something it can't penetrate. Sometimes there are geologic structures that penetrate into the groundwater. So there are different features down below the ground surface.
But just to be clear, just so you all know, the groundwater is not where we get our drinking water or bathing water. That comes the aqueduct system from upstate. So there's no interaction between groundwater and the water we drink.
Your drinking water is famous around the world.
So what does groundwater, contaminated groundwater, how does that directly affect communities?
The groundwater can affect you in a couple of different ways. Principally, if either groundwater rises to the surface or reaches the surface, or if vapors from groundwater come up through the soil and reach you. So if the groundwater stays deep enough and isolated enough, it's never going to reach you. If it's 400 feet down and isolated, the chances that they're going to reach you are slim and none, right?
What about
but it's where you have groundwater that is closer to the surface and where it can come out and seep, where it can be elevated because of other natural or even unnatural processes, or if you put a pipe down here, put a well down, so you can get exposed that way.